setup. I was like, I'm just gonna sit right down.
Oh, nice.
We're gonna workshop it. We literally were just about to start, so your timing is perfect. Hi.
The nerd section.
Yeah. 100% true. Okay. So. Morning, everybody.
Do you want to say anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I want this here. From the top, it's like there's no reason to do anything else. I'm Debbie Apple, WFG title, and who I've met so many of you guys, and we've done some things together before. This is Lisa Suazo, and we work together. Our two companies are sister companies. That's the marketing and technology arm of WFG, and I work as the rep for WFG. So we do all the other things titles. So I'm here for any of those kind of things, but I'm trying to well, as Lisa and I were talking yesterday, we had our economic, like something last week where, Pat Stone, which is our, founder of WFG, he's also, an amazing economist, came to town. We had 3 different locations, events, and, it was awesome. It was awesome to hear what we have in store, what's going on in the market, and like really, because we hear so much of the doom and gloom right now with interest rates and all those things, right? I wanted to give you guys some feedback that was positive and some of the stuff that I took away that I think you can also share with your clients. And if you guys want those slides, I have to share those with you, so I can email them to you or whatever. But I get a lot of
graphs.
a lot of
graphs.
and I just have giggling with Lisa. I'm like, man, he's just so smart. That I was like, okay, I was gonna bring, a graph, and I'm like, I don't even know if I even know how to explain this. Like, he's just so intelligent, and then I guess if you do that for a job, they're good at it. So, but the encouragement that I wanted to bring is that, yes, things are a little weird right now with people getting, back into the idea that interest rates can be other than 2%, right? But we're supposed to like come back, and things supposed to be really great at the end of the quarter this year. And then into the next few years, if we all hang in there and just put our, heads down and do what we can, then it's supposed to be very profitable for us. So that I want to give you a little encouragement there. He also said that the statistics on homeowners right now is that they at least have 50, most of them at least have 50% of equity. Thank you. In their homes. So like, we're not in a place where it was like 2008, where people are, not paying or they're defaulting on their loans or anything like that. They still have so much equity that's a great thing. And then, a lot of interest rates are supposed to go down also, which is another thing that you can tell your clients, if they buy now, they can always, go back and refinance later. And, a lot of these lenders like, Michelle, which we love so much, and I know she's been here with you guys a lot. They're doing programs where they incentivize your clients that they get like a free refinance or whatever. So just be aware of those kind of things. So I just wanted to share that with you, so you guys have a little information from that. Let me know if you want any of those slides or anything like that. But now I'm going to turn it over to Lisa, so you guys can get that part of education.
Yay. Yeah, thank you for sharing that, Deb. I thought it was really interesting because he was like, yeah, interest rates will continue to come down, and he said 2023 is going to be kind of like tough, but he was definitely like, by summer of 2024 through 2028, he thought we're going to be like really, really great years in real estate. So I was like, okay, that's good to know. Although he did say, he's like, there's not going to be more like 3% interest rates in my lifetime. So, the new norm is going to be more of what's, not pandemic pricing. So it made sense. But anyway, thanks for sharing that, Deb. I think that's, yeah, it was encouraging stuff. So, okay, thanks you guys for being here for our social video class. Thank you to Laurel for really helping to coordinate too, like what would be some helpful stuff. So today we're doing a 101 class, guys, and it's very workshop style. So my goal is for you to get great practice uploading videos to these different platforms, specifically TikTok and Instagram, so you can feel really good about it or just have more confidence. And get to play around while you have people facilitating to kind of help you do what you want to do. So this is kind of a free form class. Honestly, I want to see kind of, what questions you have, walk through some things individually, give you some time to kind of work and play on your own, come back together. So I want you to get as much value out of as possible. If you've taken my class before classes, I like to do a little setup, some slides before we actually work into it, just to give you some context for what you might be doing. These are my takeaways for you guys today. I want you to have information on the distinctions between the platforms, just so you can kind of identify which ones might be best for you to be on for where your clients are. Hashtag best practices, because I always get questions about hashtags and like, what do we need to do? Are we still doing today what we were doing 3 years ago? Instagram versus TikTok, are they the same? Are they not the same? So I want to share that with you before we get into editing, so you can kind of have some direction for where to go with hashtags. And then the bulk of our time together is really just going to be practicing. So we'll kind of choose a platform. Hopefully you guys came with a video or 2 or 3 that you'd like to upload. If not, that's okay. We can play around with doing some photo stitching and stuff, but I want to give you some practice uploading those videos, editing, playing with audio and voiceover, trimming, all the little editing features, and then just answering questions. Is there anything else that you're like dying to learn as it relates to video, TikTok, Instagram?
I don't care either of those platforms. I'm just interested in the video part of kind of creating video. Is it possible to take what you create here and put it on other, like I am kind of on Facebook,
What platforms are you interested in putting your videos on?
Facebook, I guess, is the only thing that I have going right now. I mean, I definitely have a TikTok, Instagram might happen if I can get started kind of being interested in this, but I'm more just interested in the video piece.
In the video piece. So when we do kind of the facilitation stuff, I'm totally happy to come over and kind of chat about Facebook video. This one, I think we're kind of focusing specifically on the short form video, which is like the TikTok, Instagram. Not to say you can't, Facebook has short form video, YouTube has short form video. So yeah, we can kind of fine tune that.
We'll learn anything, I'm just not saying.
Diving into TikTok?
No.
Okay. Which I totally support, because that's, one of the things I always like to talk about is where's your audience hanging out? If they're not on TikTok or, from a future standpoint.
Or if TikTok gets banned.
Or if TikTok, right, if TikTok goes away.
Right.
It's very real vulnerability.
Yeah. Hyper too, I think they're, on Facebook, unless you're doing like the stories on Facebook, then you're gonna want to film horizontally to take up the space, because the videos are oriented differently on Facebook. So, and I'm not sure if there's much editing within Facebook. No, so
you can't, like, say I started, if it was on Instagram, couldn't it be shared onto Facebook?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm open to that.
Okay.
Experience, like I'm open to Instagram and that,
Okay.
if that's the only way to get it onto Facebook, but.
You
Because I
can,
like the idea of editing, voiceover and all that stuff. You can do that on Facebook too?
No.
Okay, so then there is use here.
okay, cool. Well, I think that's why,
There's value.
there's that.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay. And that's, I think, what's confusing is like every platform is a little bit different,
Yeah.
right? So, so I love that. Maybe the best use case for you is if you're going to put it on Instagram, edit it there, and then share it to Facebook.
I have an Instagram, it turns out.
Okay.
It turns out.
Yeah, Ryan just shared something again.
He's like, oh. If you don't want to use something like Instagram, we'll talk about uploading directly to Facebook. And yeah, so this is great. Like, you guys, again, I just want this to be useful for you. So we'll kind of take some time to let you practice on each platform for you. But because Laurel and I had kind of spoken about Instagram versus TikTok, to me, I think Facebook, people kind of understand, we've had Facebook for a long time. But Instagram and TikTok, I think for a lot of agents that I work with, they get confused, like what are the differences? Or are they completely the same? I think one of the things to be just really aware of is the audience demographics. So our TikTok generation is just the youngest users, they're Gen Z. Which if you are planning on being in real estate for, 10 years or more, it's great to start connecting with this audience. I mean, there are Gen Z, the older part of Gen Z that are, looking at real estate now, they're young 20s, early 20s. So it is the future, right? Whereas Instagram, according to the numbers, are millennial users. The average age is 25 to 34. Still younger millennials. And then the Facebook audience is just older. Like that's my generation, Gen X, and the baby boomers. We still hang out on Facebook primarily. We're getting over there, but, and also in terms of content, right? So if TikTok's a little bit younger, Instagram's a little bit older, content focuses are slightly different as well. People are on TikTok for the most part for entertainment or what we call edutainment, right? So you're getting some education, but it's kind of in a fun package, I guess, more than anything. So, you can see here, it's like people go to watch random funny videos, short tutorials, education content. Instagram is a platform where it's very highly visual. It says influencers and brands. Types of content, TikTok is all short form video. That's where that's going to be versus Instagram, where you've got a little bit of video, you've got you can have longer form, you can have shorter form, you can have photos, you can have carousel posts. There's a lot of different things. So I think that those are the most important things to be aware of. So I always, I love to use this idea of audience message mechanism in branding, which means you guys are really busy. We want focused marketing that's going to be strategic. So first determining who is the audience that you're trying to reach. What are those types of messages that are going to captivate them? What are the questions that they have? What's the kind of content that they need or going to find helpful? And then third, then it's like, okay, then what mechanism am I going to be on or am I going to be using? Is it video on Facebook? Is it video on Instagram? Is it like, a blog post on LinkedIn? Like that's how I think we get to where we're going with that kind of thing. So I hope that's helpful. So just a little bit more. This is also one thing that I've started talking about lately because I think we have so many social platforms now, it gets a little confusing with what goes where. So I like to think about this is kind of a funnel for your social media business strategy. So if you think of the top of funnel, which are like the new leads, people who don't know you, new eyeballs, how can you widen your network, your followers? That's where things like these Instagram reels and your TikToks are going to be really great, short form video, because with it just Instagram is the platform I typically spend more time on than TikTok, but Instagram's trying to compete with TikTok. So Reels has its own feed. You put something in a reel and it just basically goes out to everybody, and their algorithms, their artificial intelligence is trying to put your content in front of people who've demonstrated that they would like it, right? So that's how you can really that's to me why short form video is exciting right now, is if you're looking to just add people to your funnel, that's a great way to do it. Then you've got the middle of the funnel, right? This is where you want to help nurture those people who are in your ecosystem through content. You can do video here. This would be, your people on your sphere on Facebook, your posts on Instagram, stories on both of those platforms, because that's kind of how you're nurturing the audience who you brought into the fold. And then the calls to action. That's where after you've nurtured people, you can start asking them to do things, say, hey, if I can help you with this, reach out, or DM me if you have questions about this. You'll see, Tom Ferry, and you'll see a lot of other influencers on Instagram, as an example, putting out lead magnets or saying, hey, we've got this awesome guide. If you want it, put your email address in the comments or DM me or something like that. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So to me, the things we're talking about today, this is really like your top of funnel strategy. Cool. Okay. So as we start looking at Instagram and TikTok and short form video, has anyone found themselves in the rabbit hole of going down TikToks or Reels? Yeah. So they're always fun to look at. So my goal for you guys as we start moving forward with this is to kind of flip the script. So instead of just being a content consumer, still look at the content, but think of it from the standpoint of a creator. One of the cool things about TikTok and Reels is that it's completely fine and part of the culture to take something that somebody has done, essentially save it, put your own spin on it, and put it back out there. So you can use searching to help you get ideas for what you want to create, if that makes sense. Yes, okay. All right, wanna talk about hashtags really quick, and then we're just gonna get into playing around with uploading some videos. So hashtag best practices, a lot has changed with hashtags in the last few years. Basically, what I recommend, you don't have to have a ton. On Instagram, 3 to 5 is fine. You can have some more on TikTok, but 3 to 5 is fine there. Like 6 or 7 would be great. The idea is to use a blend of what we call competitive, less competitive, and branded. And what I mean by that is a competitive hashtag would be something that has like 1 million people. Like if you say branding, you know, hashtag marketing for me, that's going to be like millions. That's competitive for your content to get found when someone's searching for marketing content. Pretty hard, but it's helping tell the algorithms what your content is about. So you may want to include something like that. Real estate, right? A less competitive hashtag would be something maybe like hashtag Denver homes or hashtag whatever that is. It's not like 1 million, it could be a couple thousand, right? So it's going to be easier to be found in that content. And then your branded hashtag is something that's very unique to you. So it could be, you know, if I branded all my stuff marketing nerd, if you have, you know, Debbie Atwell RE for real estate, it's like something that you're just all your posts, all your videos, your branding, that also helps to inform the algorithm and helps to inform people that continue to see that. So those are kind of the best, I would say, from the strategy of hashtags. And then hashtag research can be confusing. So I recommend just doing like recon too. So see what other real estate agents are doing, and also just what are the types of hashtags that your audience is looking at and following, you know, when they're reposting things, just kind of checking out what those are. That can kind of help you as well. So those are some different strategies, I would say. One of the things that I think is helpful, Instagram and TikTok, particularly when it comes to short form video, are not that different. So if you're used to one, you'll see some familiarities in the other. So it doesn't feel as intimidating as you might think. And I think you guys will see that today. The exception being, I think TikTok has a way better editing platform than Instagram. So if you're gonna edit your videos or do some, you know, I know Corcoran, like Laura will share with me some of the videos that Corcoran did, and they're awesome. So basically there's no editing needed. All you have to do is add that video and then upload some audio. That you can easily do in any platform, to me. But if you're like trying to trim it and add voiceover and add audio and do all the things, TikTok's probably the better platform. And then you can actually export it out of TikTok and upload it to Instagram. So that would be the recommendation.
And so I think when you export it out of TikTok, it comes with a TikTok watermark. And I have I found a website that will remove that watermark. So yeah, so
That's
I can
awesome.
share that with everyone too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that would be great. I was like, that was like an advanced thing. I tried to like get it out of TikTok,
yeah,
about the watermark, do all the things that can be challenging. So yes, a good resource would be amazing. Okay, guys. Oops. Let's execute. So let's I want to just kind of show you an example. We're going to work from our phones today. Does anybody have a preference? Well, I'll walk you through Piper Facebook in a little bit, but does anybody have a preference as to whether you want to start with TikTok or Instagram?
Do you need an account for TikTok?
You do.
Don't have it.
Okay. Okay, Instagram it is. And then you can start, we can have you set up a TikTok account if you want, or if you're like, I'm not even, I'm with you. Okay, Instagram it is.
A lot of people like that.
So have you ever done Instagram Reels so far? You have, okay, cool. So let's go ahead, guys. Oh, let's do this. I pulled up a little Zoom screen so I can just share my phone screen with you because I think that'll be easier to see. Let me do. Okay, so first things first, you have to have your video file on your phone. Cool.
What's that mean?
Just a video of something.
Oh, okay.
A video.
Got it.
So say if Laurel sent you your video, I'll take one, like here's one of the Corcoran ones that you sent me. So I just saved it to my phone gallery. Okay. So let's just use, oh, I thought those got saved, but they didn't. Okay, let's just use one of these as an example. So I'm gonna use this video. I'm gonna upload it and make it a reel, okay? So it's gotta be in my phone gallery first. Then go ahead and open your Instagram. And then this is where it's gonna be similar in many ways, right? So do you see the lower center where there's a plus sign? If you click the plus sign, you'll notice at the bottom of your screen, you have all these options. You can make this as a post, a story, a reel, or a live. So I'm gonna start with a reel. Okay, so go ahead and select reel. Got it. So if you wanted to take something in real life, you could just use this big white circle button here and take a photo, or if you put your thumb down on it and held it, that would create a video. But we're taking something we already have created. So do you see in the lower left-hand corner where you've got the little blue plus sign? That's going to connect you to your phone gallery. So then you can go ahead and just find that video. So you can see it's already beautiful. We love this. Okay, so it's going to walk you through step by step, right? So I'm going to click this add button in the upper right-hand corner. Then it's asking me, do I want to add any effects? So let me walk you through some of these things. So this is music. You can search for music here. Audio. They've got different effects. This is stuff where, I feel I show my age, where I'm just like, I don't have time to play with these effects. I just want to post the video and like be done with it. But some people really have fun changing out the effects. This is these are some of this is fun, like little trending things that you can show that you're working on. This is a layout, a grid. We probably won't, I don't use that very often.
Wait, I'm sorry. I hit the add button, did that just post something?
Not yet, not yet.
Okay, but I don't have what you have. I like went back to this sort of.
You picked one of her.
Click the add button.
Yeah. Think it was.
So one thing I forgot to mention, you guys. Oh, here we go. On Instagram in particular. Oh, perfect. So this is the editing. This is where you can edit that video, but if you click the add button, it's going to take you to the next step. Perfect. And actually go ahead and click next again. I think it's easier to do that. Now we're going to play with adding sandwich or little stickers. So the one thing I will say that's kind of confusing about Instagram, I should have told you guys this ahead of time, is if you click to add music, you will have the most music options if you have a creator account. So Instagram now has 3 account levels. You have your personal account, you have a business level account, and then you have what's called a creator account. So the good news is you can actually still change your Instagram account to a creator account and it will still connect to your Facebook business page. It just gives you more audio options.
Do you have to do anything special to get a creator account?
Yes. So actually, let me get out of this really quick. Let me show you guys what to do. I'm sorry. So you just have to go into your settings. So if you go to your profile, I'll come back to this. So if you go back to Instagram, go to your profile in the lower left-hand corner, or I'm sorry, right-hand corner, then click the hamburger menu, which are those 3 lines in the upper right-hand corner. And then you want to go to settings and then account. And if you go to account, if you scroll down, you'll see where it says switch account type. And it'll kind of show you what you have, because you'll have 2 options. Mine says switch to personal or switch to business. This shows me that I have a creator account. So if yours is business, you can do a switch to creator account right there. And that's what creates this.
So it's basically a business account with added functionality on
Yep.
it.
Exactly. Exactly. Otherwise, you'll probably try to search for cool music that you know, and it won't have it available, versus if you have the creator account, you can basically search for anything and it'll pop it up.
That's nice, because TikTok, if you have a business account, then it doesn't let you use any good music at all.
Right?
Yeah.
Only if you have the personal account, but then you still
Right.
can't export it, right?
I don't know.
That was the issue I was running into.
Okay.
So the nuances of each account,
Mhm.
right? Okay, guys, sorry, I'm gonna get back here. So let's go back to story, or I'm sorry, not story, reel. I'm gonna go add my video. Going back to my listing video here. I'm gonna click add. And then next, because I don't need to do anything here. So now what I want to do is all I'm going to do, because there's already some awesome text on here. I'm not going to add anything to this one in particular, but I do want to add audio to it, right? So that's where I'm going to click my music. And let's see, what would we want to add? Let's see if this will work.
Might be your settings on your Zoom. Try. Yeah, do stop share. And then go to the audio settings in the bottom left. And then choose the under speaker. Choose TV.
Oh, thank you. Okay, let's try that. Now.
No?
Oh, yeah, maybe small.
Yeah, it was down.
Oh,
There you go.
thanks. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna cancel for now. So this is where I can search for music. So if you want to decide, you know, what's something that you want to search for. Any ideas? This is my hardest thing sometimes.
Mhm.
Just happy. Summer energy. We're gonna roll with it. If you wanted to change where in the music, you know, it starts, you can adjust that down here.
So like there's a certain part of the song.
Yeah, so if it's like you're trying to get on the chorus of a popular song or something like that, that's how you would edit it. And then it'll basically just go through to fit your video. When you're done playing with the audio, click done. And now you can see what it looks like. Not too hard, right?
Sorry, I was not here.
No, that's okay, that's okay.
But, on music, can you attach it to downloaded music of your own, or no? You can only use Instagram music.
You should be able to use your.
No, copyright stuff, I guess like if you have downloaded music from Amazon, can you? I really thought it only I could, but.
Oh,
Is it an import option?
There is actually an import option. Well, that's for video. Import audio from any video. I'll have to check with that. I don't know, because I don't know if it's connecting to my computer
Well, and also,
or just Instagram.
you're talking about uploading an audio clip or,
Yeah.
Sorry, I
if
missed
you
it.
have music on your-
oh, it may not let you do that because of licensing. Yeah.
So that's, I would check first just to see if it's in Instagram. That's just gonna be a way easier way to go about it.
And you can actually search the music up there in the search bar, right?
Yes, exactly. So that's how you would search for it. So if it's something that you got from like Amazon Unlimited, like music or whatever, like popular music, chances are it might be in here if you have the creator account.
Which you just missed. So you can change your account to creator account and it's still business account, but with more functionality and more music.
Way more music.
It is that.
Okay.
Maybe one more time.
Yes.
Actually, if you're on Live Social, you can't change it. to
Let's,
creator.
yeah, TBD on.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Good, I'm glad you did. Yeah. Right now Sprout doesn't support it.
Can you change it to creator, make a post and change it back? to them?
Will that break the connection?
Let me.
So that's a great point. I'm sorry, you guys. This is one of the things I've run into too, is with third-party schedulers.
Mhm.
They've all been built to connect a business level Instagram. So yeah, with the audio, that can sometimes be a challenge.
Can you show from a personal Instagram to creator or you?
Yep. You can do it to a creator. You just want to make sure that you're going to go through a couple more steps because you want to make sure that you still connect to your business page.
What if I don't have a business?
A business Facebook?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Sorry. So yes, so it's going to connect to your business
Can I say my
Facebook
personal-
page.
First, let's make a creator account and then still make sure it's connected to like business.
Yes, yes, exactly. Exactly.
And I'm sure Live Social at some point will integrate those creator accounts, but we'll keep you posted.
All right, which line is that?
I know, right? Now I'm just overcomplicating things.
Well, but Piper is not on Live Social, so,
Okay.
and you're not on Live Social, so you got half
Okay.
the people. Good
So-
for.
Good to know, good to know. So guys, for this one, to me, just to keep it easy, like you could add, just like in Instagram stories or anything like this, where there are stickers, you could add, fun questions, you could add any kind of stickers to these videos. Because this is a listing video and I want it to just look nice and professional, I'm not gonna add any of that. I just wanted to add some music. We're just gonna keep it nice and simple. So I'm clicking next, and now I can post this reel. Okay, so I'll do another one where we play a little bit more with editing so you can see. But for this,
It says edit cover, so what?
yes. So what you could also do, this edit cover means that let me click on this for you. So you can do one of two things. If you want to have the cover that's going to live in your grid be something that's a little bit more polished, right? Then you can either choose a frame if you just want it, maybe I just want it to say just listed. I can pick from something in my video, or I could add something entirely. Do you see where it says add from camera roll? So if you had, I don't know, if marketing, like your headshot, or maybe you created something in Canva, or the marketing department created like a image for you that you can have in your photo gallery, then you can add that as the cover photo instead.
And that's not in creator, that's just regular.
That's regular. No matter what kind of account, just for you to post a reel, you've got that functionality. So I'm just gonna leave it from my, my video. Click done. This is where you can write your caption. Whatever you want to say.
Sorry. Well, never mind.
Go ahead.
I just. I'm so tired.
No, you're not. Sorry. This is questions are exactly what makes this valuable for everybody.
So I just wanted to point out, like, I don't think it's a lot of Instagram, but, there are Corcoran stickers that you can on and look against this one, but I don't think there's a Corcoran sticker.
Yeah, we have, well, we're working on a Corcoran Perry animated logo, but there's plenty, and when you get to stickers, we can maybe pull some up.
Okay.
But we have plenty of stickers and
Yeah.
animated stickers that you can pull in, yeah.
And then Sorry, you might.
No, that's okay, that's okay.
So when you share it, so it's a reel. so
Mhm.
it's top, right?
Right, it's gonna be in the Reels feed, which I can show you where that is.
And then can you put it, how do you put it in your little, I mean, how can you keep that too, like?
This is the most perfect segue I can ever ask for. I'll show you. I'm so glad you asked. So up here, right, I mean, it's kind of at the bottom. This is my caption. This is where I can add hashtags if I want, right? So I've got my little hashtag right here, and I can even do searching. So I can say like Denver homes. And it's gonna show me all these options. Right? So I could just do Denver homes, again, 3 to 5. Then when I'm done with my caption and my hashtags, I click OK. That's gonna take me to these other options. So here's what you were asking for. So it's automatically, if you create an Instagram reel, it's automatically gonna put that video in the Reels feed. So it can be found by literally anybody on Instagram, right? So this is what's really important. Do you see where it says also share to feed? And that's toggled to on. That is how it's gonna save it to your feed and your grid on Instagram. So that's how you will always have it. Does that make sense? And then you can share it to Facebook. You could share it to your Instagram story because it's in your feed.
It has to be in the feed before you can share it.
You can search for it in the Reels feed, but it's gonna be way easier. But yes, to share it on your own, this is really important.
Right from our, okay.
Yes. So you can also tag people, you can add a location, and then click share. So I'm just gonna save the draft. I'm not gonna post this, but I wanna give you guys some time. So let me show you one other thing. So I saved this to draft. You could have posted it, but if you ever, say you run out of time, you know, you're trying to get this video together, but you have a couple finishing touches and you have to hit the road, save it to drafts. And then you can always come in later. And if you click on your profile link, or sorry, not I'm in my profile. So you'll notice if I scroll down, this is my feed, right? This is my, what they call my grid. But also if you click over, you have 2 other tabs. So that little one with the play button right there in the center, these are all of your videos. And so anything that's a draft is going to show up at the very beginning. So you can go back and click on your drafts. Oops, excuse me. And go back to, where's my, oh, apparently have a lot of drafts. I didn't realize, I was like, wait. And then you can go back and continue editing it and post it. Does that make sense?
And then how do you share it? I don't know what the icons are. Can you have like, no, highlights? The highlights? Yeah.
How do you share it to highlights?
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
let
let me do that anytime, like, if you can take an old one and put it in there.
So let's look at this. So typically, I know that when you're going to do a story, you can add it to highlights. So for a post, let me go back. Okay, I'm not going to edit this reel. I'm going to go to something that has already been posted. So let me take one of these videos. Okay, so this, if I wanted to, that's not work. Okay, say I'm going to take this one and I want to share it to my story. This little, it looks like a paper airplane in the lower right hand side. Do you see that? It's like 3rd one down right here. So for any post that you post, that could be a video post as long as it's short enough. You can click that little paper airplane and you can add that post to your story. And then I believe when you add it to your story,
And then go to your story.
so then if I'm going to home, I just posted my story. Now, thank you. This is where at the bottom of your story, do you see where it says you can add the highlight?
So you have to repost it in order to.
Correct. And check this out. I didn't even realize
Okay,
this.
I got confused, story versus reel.
Okay,
Mhm.
so I'll show you exactly. That's okay. So reels, do you see at the bottom, this little, looks like it has the play button?
Yeah.
These are reels. These are the short form videos that are trying to compete with TikTok. when you post a reel, it goes into the reel feed for anyone and everyone on Instagram to find.
But it doesn't go to your grid.
It doesn't necessarily go to your grid unless you, when you're posting it, you have that little toggle button on that says share to feed. So then the difference is with your stories, they're similar in terms of like their short form, you can have all the stickers, all the things. But the difference is your stories are only going to be shown to the people who follow you.
Okay.
So that's where if you post something and you're like, hey, this is a great way to get mileage out of a post. It's not necessarily, it's not a story yet, it's a post. So people who are looking through your feed who follow you can see it. But that little magic paper airplane button, it gives you twice the mileage because then you can post it to your story. So the people who love to look through stories instead get to see that. Does that make sense?
And stories only are up for 24 hours?
Correct. Which is
there a time limit on reels? Or no?
no, I've had reels that have been up and I'll still get people commenting on them because they live on. It's like a search engine.
But I think you can always find stories too.
Yeah.
What did you always find your stories, I think, and
You can also, well, you can share them to your,
The highlights.
is that what it is?
Yes.
That's what I was asking, so that was the next question.
So that's okay. That's great. So if you have a great, this is something I need to be better at for sure, but you can check this out. So I just posted this little, quick, it's just a photo. And here's my little animation. So if I go back, it's showing me at the bottom, check this out. I can create a reel just from this piece. I can also share it immediately to Facebook. I use that one a lot, share it to my Facebook story. So you're getting some cross purpose there. And then the one that we were talking about, if you want, because these are 24 hours, but you really liked this, maybe it's even like a listing that you went through or something cool about you that you want to save, then you can do the highlight and you can choose which highlight you want to save it to, and then it will continue to live on in your profile.
You guys go in and like repost it or whatever from there?
You can, let's check. I don't think you can repost it from your highlight. But it lives forever on your profile. So like if I'm going to your profile, Chris, and I'm like, oh, cool, she has, health highlights. I'm checking those out. But it could be,
So again, to get it into your highlight, it has to be a story.
correct. The whole point of highlights is so you don't lose some of those stories. They can continue to live on. How are your heads? Are they hurting yet? Or are we doing okay?
It's so funny because like I'll do it and then I'll figure it out. I'm like, oh my God, I figured it out. I spent 3 hours and then I don't do it for a month and I'm energy. And then, not to do the same thing. So
Totally. So I'm gonna do, let me see if I can get this.
and then I might have marketing copy that will highlight icons because
Yeah, we could do that for I wonder if we should just build out some standard ones and share them with everyone, but we can make custom ones for you too.
I just
Okay, cool. Good. Okay, let's do one more. And so you guys can
Can you put a
practice.
sticker on this for like?
Yes.
Compare sticker?
We're gonna do stickers this time. This one will be a little bit more fun. Have a little bit more flair.
Right?
That's funny.
That's like digital sticker. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna hit my plus sign again in the lower center. And I'm gonna click on reel. Okay, now I'm gonna go to my lower left-hand corner. That's how I'm gonna access my phone gallery. Why is it not doing this for me? I wanted one of the fun little, keep saying it's saving, but it's not saving. Okay, never mind. We're just going to, we'll try this. We'll use the Denver market report instead. So here's where you guys, again, this is awesome because the marketing department has already created this beautiful video for you with all of these different images. So you don't have to do any editing. Just to show you editing, if you ever wanted to, notice at the very bottom, do you see how that little white line is kind of moving along there? This is where if you wanted to trim the video, you ever wanted to edit it, like this is how you're gonna do that, is in this particular screen. Since we don't have to worry about that, we're just gonna click to add that element and continue on. This is adding, it takes you to this intermediary screen in case you wanted to add another element. Maybe you wanted to take a photo here, maybe you wanted to add another video clip or an image or something from your photo gallery. Ours is complete, so we're not doing that. We're just gonna click next. Now we've got our little menu of all of our fun things again. So let's definitely still do audio. I'm gonna click my music. So you can actually add voiceover instead of audio. So maybe you wanted to talk through. Oh, yes, I'll show you. So see where I would normally click to search music and look for something fun. But notice at the top here, we have some different options. There's voiceover with a little microphone. So if I click that, same thing as it has in TikTok, I could say, click and hold. Welcome to your Denver market report for December 2022. Here are all of the attached homes in Denver. 400 blah, 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 blah. This would work really great for a listing that you can talk about the kitchen and all the beautiful things. When you're done, just remove your thumb. And now that's going to be your audio instead of music. So I'll show you.
And it has to line up or you.
Yes, it does have to line up.
Can you do both?
Yes. Let's see. And you can see if you're like, meh, gonna discard it and do a different one. So let's see this. You can do this on TikTok. Oh.
Cause you could do that last little bit, right, like flip it or whatever.
How do you do this in here? I know how to do this on TikTok, but I don't know how to do this on Instagram. Okay, so I know on TikTok you can do both. You just change the volume. Oops. Okay, see you guys, I'm sorry.
You wonder.
How do I make this up?
Such a good song.
Oh my God.
I
Oh.
My government is like $5. Who is this? $5. Who is
Yeah.
this? So I always do it with these, you know.
love it.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
I've got to call Kayla's dad.
Yeah.
Okay, I will be very honest, I do not know how to work the audio in here to do both, so I'm not sure.
Okay, good to know.
Have fun. So like your first screen you get to, it's got a
Yes.
music icon, but that's.
Yes, so you can totally do that here if you wanted to add the music here as well. There's just different things that you could do. So you can add it directly to this bed if you want to do it up. So let's just use Wonderful Place. Got all these like, no.
The beat.
Yeah. Sounds familiar.
Oh, really? Yeah. You can
Yeah,
definitely
it's not
do
like that would be easy to do a voiceover too, but.
I know, right? Okay, so we're gonna just use this, click the add button. And so this is where I'm gonna hit next. We don't need to add anything else. So now we've got our little audio attached. So now let's add some stickers. So I can search for Corcoran. Corcoran Classic Living.
So, yeah, so you guys, there's all of our affiliates have stickers on here. You could use any of those. Ours is Corcoran Perry. That should work. I think all one word, or that worked too.
I did it. Oh,
It changes.
It changes. I don't understand it, although this is showing most of them, which is nice. Oh, you did do the logo, Parker.
Oh, there it is,
Yeah.
down in the middle.
Okay, yeah. Oh, it's dark.
It's black.
It's not gonna work for this one. That's okay. I like, this was fun. It's like, I'm getting to it. Okay, Corcoran Perry.
See, and see,
That's my
oh,
fault.
because you spelled it wrong.
Yeah. So this is fun. My little.
Today, this was a question. You guys don't post videos, right?
Yeah.
Reels specifically, we cannot post for you. If if I do post like those home videos from both social, I'll just do it within the feed as a video. But it won't pull up on the reel. So for reels,
It won't be story, and it won't be all real.
correct, it'll just pop up in your gridded in the news.
Okay. So that was just one sticker, guys, but you can, of course, just like in stories, if you wanted to add text, you can add some text too. You can. Whatever that is. Are you guys you've done playing around with the text and moving it around and all that kind of stuff. Then when you're done, you get back to the same area where you write your caption, you can edit the cover photo. It's going to share to reel, so you want to make sure it's also share to feed is turned on. You add a location if you'd like, and then again, click share and you're good to go, or click save draft.
Lisa, can you schedule these out?
You can schedule them out through your business suite. So if you guys have Meta Business Suite is for business.
Facebook,
Sorry.
Did you call me Parker?
Yeah. But I just saw you like.
So you can. They're hard. The hard thing is you have to either have the app on your phone if you want to schedule them through your phone, or then if it's gonna,
It's a
I usually
video
sit on a
phone.
computer and it's like a video
Sometimes
file.
people time block and they want to schedule other stuff out.
Sometimes for that, what I will just do too is save it as a draft, like write out my caption and everything, but then just don't post it. And then I go back to the draft and like post it on the day I want to post it.
And are you guys posting market reports for us?
For Live Social, yes.
Laurel shared a really cool little, I feel like lifestyle photos, like the video of the Botanic Gardens, like the blossoms of light. And another one, and I can't get them to download on my phone for whatever reason. Because to me, that would be really fun to share, like with Christmas music and like fun little stickers and things like that.
So we share those guys, look for them in the email that Kayla sends out, the social media email that she sends out once a week. So
The different videos.
the lifestyle videos, yeah. We actually have one. So, oh, the spring home tips one.
Spring home tips came out on Monday.
Okay, so if I'm on the social.
No, so that one, so that's the only one that won't be posted. Everything else will be scheduled. That is just a lifestyle reel that you can post from every spot.
Okay, you tell me.
I believe I did, and I included a suggested copy, but I'll call it out there next.
And what you guys can also do, if Reels feels really intimidating, you could take that same lifestyle video and just upload it as a story for your people. You can still add music and add stickers and do that kind of stuff too. So it's very similar. You would click that little plus sign, and then instead of adding the reel, you can add the story, and it looks very similar, like lower left-hand corner, go pull out your little thing. And then in the stickers this time is where you will have music.
Yeah, see, that's always.
There we go.
Yeah, that does seem confusing. You have
Yeah.
to click on the little music icon in the stickers.
Or you
Yeah.
type music.
Yeah, or you type in, so to get it, to add music to your story.
And that's because it's a store.
Yeah, it just operates slightly differently.
Yeah, that's so weird.
I know, that's why it gets really confusing. So that's why I'm a fan of kind of finding your process, like you can either create the story, share it to the Reels feed, right? Or you can create the reel, share it to your feed, and then from there, share it to your story.
And I think the good thing is that you can play around, like it's not gonna post it until you say post, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
So, yeah, so just mess around in there until
Yes.
you find what you need.
Exactly.
I asked, who's everything? Here's my biggest, I can get a video from you or something. Download it into my
Computer.
computer, photos. And then it will not show up on my.
So, oh, that's weird, but what
Are
if
It
you,
won't even show up in my photo, like, I
Oh.
cannot get some.
so what if you open the email from your phone and downloaded it right onto your phone?
Into.
Photo, like you save it to your photo gallery?
Mhm. I mean, but it.
That's a good idea. Did you say you do have an Apple or you're?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sometimes
It could be in your photo,
Settings?
like the photo app.
yeah, but that's where I look and it never.
You don't-
Maybe that's just.
It might not, just not be syncing.
like in a downloaded file, yeah, that's sometimes where mine go, or.
We can look at it after. Yeah. It doesn't come over to your phone.
So
I bet it's
what
a
you can
setting.
do. So for me, it doesn't come over, so if I download it from my email onto my Mac.
Yeah.
It's not immediately in my phone gallery.
Yes.
So what I do is if you click on the file here, so like this is a video file, right? If your phone is nearby, if you click this little square with the arrow,
It's a good idea, airdrop.
you can airdrop it to yourself. Have you ever done that?
Probably not to myself, but then where does it go to your phone? Does it go right into your photos?
It'll go like, like
Yeah.
it pulls up and you have to accept it and it goes right to your photos.
And does it go to?
To
Yep,
what?
to the most recent.
Okay, because sometimes when you import stuff, it'll go to the date that photo was taken. So anyway.
So here, I'll show you. I just tried to airdrop this to myself. You can see what it did.
Oh.
Careful. Sorry. It goes airdrop.
Yeah.
So, and. Nothing right on it.
Yeah. That's fine. But
And then
it'll
it'll show up.
in your.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop talking for a hot sec and I just want you to start playing around. If you're okay doing that, and I just wanna come around and answer questions, or if you need individual help with something, we'll do that.
On the videos, is it MP3 or MP, or does it, because like one time I could not get. To get the video, I don't know if it was downloading and not showing up in my Apple. I finally changed it and it did show up, but I changed it.
It's usually.
You do. I'm trying to see if that was a problem and it didn't show up in photo. I don't know why.
Both of them typically do.
MP4.
MP4.
But it shouldn't go to your phone,
Maybe that's why those.
or it should work. That the one time. You said it. But I can always change it.
So sad. Oh, I see Facebook. Let's look at.
Why did it show up?
Oh, no, this is
I think
beyond me. I realized that like totally.
Well, and here's the thing, Piper, we can always edit the videos for you if you take video footage.
Yeah.
I think we've done it for you,
You
for
have to
listening,
try it.
right?
Yeah,
And-
sure.
and then
It's
we
just
can
trying to
send-
figure out if
We
it
can
was-
send you the edited video, just like
And I have a lot.
Lisa was playing around with and showing, and then you can just upload it to Facebook, and that's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah. Well, so for instance, like, I'm sure you guys were just talking about this and I'm just totally checked out at this point.
Right.
but,
Hey, you know.
This, this green home project, field is already created.
Mhm.
Are you saying you can't do it from computer instead of you do from your phone for editing stuff? Is that what I was getting on that one?
For Instagram, I think it is a little bit.
Cause I don't see any options here for instance, for like music or.
Yeah.
It's like two.
It's really, I mean,
Okay.
Instagram's
One
really
is-
based, but if you wanna go
The
to,
import won't go to.
if you don't use Instagram very often, we can show it to your
Like, really
friends.
get up there,
Because it's, even though it's sized for Instagram, it should work pretty well for Facebook. as well.
so maybe.
If you, um,
It's just trying to get it down here.
Do
that.
okay. Go
And then
almost.
drive and then downloads phone share its own down.
Okay, go back to, swipe up. And then the little
And then-
photos.
You just
Way better.
It's like.
Although, you know, my way.
Did it on-
You can feed that.
Hmm.
That would go. Spring report, is it gonna look for video?
Yeah. It's shit all photos. Click on albums. Videos, small, there. Still nothing? Did you try to send it to yourself? Or,
I don't download. Kayla's right here.
oh, I see. Okay, try it one more time for me. Let me just, if you will walk me through it. Okay, it came to your Google Drive. So from there, it says.
Oh, that's
down arrow. Okay.
And then download.
Yeah.
Facebook?
Yeah, try it. Okay, now you, it's asking you, do you want to share it to your feed or your story? You can even make a reel if you want.
I don't really know any difference, but which one should we try? Three?
Yeah, try reel. So you've never done that one before? So there you go. So click on next.
Do I?